It's the Yap 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 tour! Have you seen this pop art? Look at the dots on it, honestly. It reminds me of my psoriasis days. Have you seen that? And the reason it's called Yap Yap Yap, I don't know if you agree with me, but do you think people have got too much to say for themselves these days? Yeah. Everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got something to say, and I think they need to zip it. I've been on this tour, I've gone all over, yeah, and I always go on Tripadvisor to find out the places to go and see. Now listen, can we talk about Tripadvisor and some of the moronic comments on there, please? Someone gave Stonehenge 2 stars because there wasn't a coffee shop. A woman gave Lake Windermere 1 star because she'd lost her handbag there. That's not the lake's fault! The best one ever, someone had been to see the tomb of Tutankhamun. They wrote underneath, it stank. It was like someone had died there. Stay at home! You're a moron! And do you know about this? People have been giving their own town 5 stars on Tripadvisor to push the house prices up. Did you know this? Yeah? Someone gave my hometown, Northampton, 5 stars. Have you been? Come off here. It's the kind of place, if you wear shoes, people think you're the secret millionaire. But Hammersmith, be fair. If you're going on one of these websites and you're rating things, you know, if it's pissing it down, if you're in a bad mood, be fair. Because sometimes bad things happen on these days out, don't they? Listen, this happened to me, yeah. I got touched inappropriately on a Jack the Ripper walk by a feral newt. I thought it was part of the tour. I did, Jack. Jack. Did I slag it off? No, raved about it. 5 stars, bring a friend. 5 stars, 4 fingers. Has anyone here been on one of those Jack the Ripper tours? I love you. That's the first thing I did when I moved down from Manchester, yeah. You get taken round the East End on these Jack the Ripper tours by these out-of-work actors and actresses, don't you? Fucking hammy. Even people from Hollyoaks were saying, tone it down, love. Do you know? They lie to you on these Jack the Ripper walks, don't they? They tell you the East End. Who's anyone here from the East End? It's all changed, isn't it? On the walk, they tell you that it's all cobbled streets, Dickensian. It's not. It's changed, isn't it? I'm following this woman round on a Jack the Ripper tour. And the prostitute was slashed from ear to ear. And left to die on the floor like a dog. And you're in the doorway of a Londis. The electric doors are going zup, 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 zup. I fell out with Tripadvisor big time. I went to Oman for a week, yeah. I looked on Tripadvisor. Food is to die for. The people are so friendly. The sea is crystal clear. Didn't say that homosexuality was illegal, did they? Fuck, I could be butch for a week. A week. I used muscles in my legs I didn't even know I had. No, it was horrible at the resort. I could hear people saying things. Here she is. Do you know what I mean? Betty's one of those. Do you know what I mean? So I kept throwing them off the scent. I kept walking into the foyer shouting loudly, "Has my wife arrived yet?" You can't miss her, she's got a cock. This is nice. My mum had a big birthday last year, so I took her on safari. How nice is that, Hammersmith? It's expensive. My other half wanted to come. I said, no, just watch it on Skype. It'll be like you're there. Yeah. Dressed my mum up in an animal onesie. Look how close they are. Do you use Skype, Hammersmith? Can you tell, you know that head in a box that talks to you? Where's the cut-off point? Where's the peripheries? Because I always get caught out because I'm two-faced. I do. Is that Jill? Tell her I'm out, she's boring. Jill, you saw all of that! Your eyes. It's like when you slag someone off in a text and then you text the person that texts who you've slagged off in the text. You watch it flying through the sky like Hayley's comment. No! I was going to get myself a Wi-Fi printer and then I thought, say I put the wrong code in, do you know what I mean? Say I'm printing out my test results and they start coming out the man across the road's computer. Riddled, just as I thought. I don't know how technology works. I don't. My other half bought me those reactor lights, you know, the glasses that change with the weather. Do you know the one? Did you see me on this morning wearing them? Oh my God, I'm sitting on that settee. The sun comes out from behind a cloud. You know that massive window is? I turned into fucking Roy Orbison. Philip Schofield had black hair. I'm like, what? So we arrive in Africa. If you ever get the chance to go to Africa, you've got to go because it's amazing. You learn so much about the animals. You know hippos? They actually hate being force-fed marbles, having their tails yanked. Bang, 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 bang! This hippo went apeshit, hated it. So me and my mum, we arrive in Africa. We arrive at the resort. We go into the hut, open the door. Massive double bed, written in rose petals, Alan and Christine. So we ended up making love. No, we didn't! That is my mother! My mum's good fun to go away with, but oh my God, can she talk? Oh my God, can she talk? My mum, 3 days and 3 nights in a hut in the middle of nowhere talking. Oh my God. And it's not like in Northampton when it gets too much and we put a tea towel over it and she sleeps like a budgie. The creepy crawlies in Africa, you have not seen anything till you've seen the creepy crawlies. They give you this spray. Just spray the creepy crawlies if they come in your hut. Have you tried doing that? I don't believe you wanted to do that. Because if I see a creepy crawly, I get a rolled up newspaper. Boom, dead. Not my mum. Paralysed with fear. She will throw the nearest thing to her to kill it. Ah! Plasma screen. Ah! Patio set. Ah! Hi-fi. Ah! Day 3, we're living like the Taliban. You have no electrical goods, nothing made after 1972. Everything has been destroyed because she's seen a fucking moth. I'm all right with creepy crawlies. I bet you don't think I'm good with creepy crawlies, do you? I know exactly how you think I react when I see a creepy crawly. I bet you think I'm like one of those things outside tyre garages that are filled with hot air. No, I'm not. I'm all right with creepy crawlies. Do you know why? Because I've got a dirty friend. Now, listen. We've all got a dirty friend, don't we? Dirty nets, dirty carpet. Don't have a cup of tea around the house unless you've had a tetanus. Dirty. You open the front door and go into the hallway. There's 2 dung beetles. We are working, we will fix it. We will clean it, we will mend it. We've all got a dirty friend. If you haven't got a dirty friend, then you are that dirty friend. Hashtag just saying. I mentioned school photos earlier, and you can't explain to this generation, can you, about school photos? School photos was your one photo. That's what you'd have all year. If you had a shit photo, you had a shit year. You had a good photo, you had a good year. It's all right, you with your iPhones, deleting, rotating, popping your filters on. Sepia. Why does anyone choose sepia? Why sepia? Why do you want to look like you got jaundice? Why? Here's me at Chessington World of Adventure with liver failure. School photos, you could not mess it up. You'd stand in a line outside your classroom, wouldn't you, going in? Next, 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 next. 1987, I sneezed. I said, can I take it again? No, next. I can't look like that. And every member of your family bought it. Every house you'd go to, there I'd be on the mantelpiece. I'm talking about camera phones there, and I don't want to drag the night down because we're having a good time, aren't we, and stuff, but my friend who's the teacher, she was telling me that some of the kids in her class have been taking photos on their iPhone of their private parts. Private parts. Private parts. Private parts. Some of the kids have been taking photos of their private parts and then sending them to the rest of the kids in the class. And that's sad. Because in my day, A, I didn't have the inclination to do that, and B, I didn't have a camera on my phone, so if I wanted to show the whole class my knob, I'd have to trace it with some Visor toilet paper and stick it on an overhead projector. Thank you, my knob. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My knob. Thank you. I'm on a loop. Shit. My knob. Thank you. Thank you, I'm not a sheepdog. Steady now, steady. Come boy, come boy. Kids are so mature these days. They know all these sexual words off the internet, don't they? More than I knew when I was growing up, all these sexual things. I was naive, I was. I learned how to get off with someone by licking out a fruit corner. I bought one of those crunchy ones by mistake once. I nearly shat myself. I think kids, not only do they think now mature, they look more mature. I don't know if it's just the area I live in at the minute, but kids have beards. Fucking massive beards. Kids like that, massive beards. It's like Chewbacca's gone round in the late 80s on a shagging spree, isn't it? Are you my father? 5 stars, 4 fingers.